It's Matt.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
And they'll be led out by the second overall pick out of BYU, now in his second season, and that's Zach Wilson.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 16 carries, 67 yards.
I can remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, here's Mitchell.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy in midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Wilson. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line.
Wilson's throw complete here to Waller.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Mitchell will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Fielded right around the 8.
Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, and see them take the fumble and really in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Texans for their opening drive.
Leading them out, the third-year player from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, Jalen Hurts.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. That one goes for 24 yards.
So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
40 yards rushing for them now to this point.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys are playing the inside, those inside linebackers, they'll just roam and hit.
Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Throwing is Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
On the draw, here's Mitchell.
Oh, good move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
And deep to return it is Marcus Jones.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cole Beasley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Scoring generate, 3-play drive.
And it was Cole Beasley who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Wilson. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson on the slant. He's got Davis. Touchdown, Jaguars. Gabriel Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Gain to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They go play action with Hurts.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
You know me, whether you need it or not, I'm a good one. Unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. White now to return. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Wilson. And this one caught by Beasley. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
Here's Hurts to throw. They'll roll him out right. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hurts.
And he can't find anywhere to go. And he goes down.
Julian Okwara
With a big-time sack on third down, it's a loss of 7. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now Wilson. On the left side, he finds Beasley.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They run over center with Mitchell.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Going for it, it's Mitchell.
He needed a yard, he didn't get anything. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
49 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
But not much on that rep, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. The numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here in the turnover on downs. On 1st down, Wilson. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be brought down just shy of 40. Well, big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Danico Autry is in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throw right side, caught by Davis.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Play action. It's Wilson. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jace Sternberger there to make the grab. And the Jaguars have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
That's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in the cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Again, 2, just like we saw on 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
This is caught by Williams.
And he is going to have the Jaguars 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
A handoff from Mitchell running left, down to about the 32.
It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Another run with Mitchell. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Elijah Mitchell with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it is 42-0. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And the Texans set to come onto the field.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Play action. Here's Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 of enemy territory. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
16 more on that one and another 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he's got his big tight end here.
And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Back to the ground here. Mitchell.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the long drives, you can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we'll be disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Houston set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. He'll drop this down to Taylor. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Hard throw, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Let's go now.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Check. Alert. Let's go.
On the handoff, Mitchell.
And some room to work. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front. Say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.